Lord Jesus Christ.
Although the invitation of our Lord is for all who are weary, not all who are tired actually are looking for the Lord or are in need of the Lord, especially His message for today. Many people are tired because they may have played, for example, sports. After you play sports, after you engage in physical activity, you will be thirsty. And so you need only to get yourself a glass or two of water to replenish the liquid that was lost, and you can be well on your way. Thirsty, get a drink, the Lord will not be there. There are those who lack sleep. When you are not able to sleep, then just hit the sack. Go to the bed, get your 8 hours of sleep, and after this, your body will be replenished, recharged. There are those who work or are workaholic. As long as you are compensated in your work, get a vacation. After 1 weekend or 1 week of vacation, then you can normally go back to ordinary routine. Thirsty, lack of sleep, tired. You have remedies, physical remedies, and you can be well on your way. But Jesus was talking not just to thirsty, tired people who lack sleep. Jesus was addressing a crowd who at that time were paying excessive taxes to a conqueror, the Roman Empire. And so no matter how hard they work and no matter how they fulfill their obligation to the conqueror, they will remain tired. And they will be questioning their sense of meaningful life, meaning in life. There were people who were listening to him because they have lost loved ones. And no amount of consolation, no amount of monetary solution can take away this feeling of void left when you lose a loved one. There were people at that time who did not know whom to follow. It was not clear who their leaders were. And if, for example, the authorities are clear, it was not clear whether these authorities were serving them. There were people who were betrayed. There were people who had problems and whose solutions are neither monetary, material, or worldly. There were people who continued to do good despite not seeing results or positive news that may somehow lessen the burden that they bring. There were people who were struggling. There were people who were fighting a losing battle. There were people who were really right in the face of death. And when they did not know where to look, when they did not know why they even existed, when they were literally lost, Jesus was there Jesus understood their plight, and Jesus lovingly reminded them to persevere, to carry on doing what was right, to never lose sight of the Father's will. Because the world may not be able to repay the good intentions and good actions that we have, but the Father sees what we go through. And when that connection is clear, when that affiliation is strengthened, when the avenue for prayer, so that despite difficulties, people can still continuously call to the Father, is there, then beyond thirst, beyond lack of sleep, beyond tired bodies, we still get to embrace meaningful life. As we will reflect time and again upon this gospel, as we reflect on our vocation in life, as we continuously revisit our connection to the Father, let the words of Jesus really ring in our minds. Come to me, all you who labor. You may not be well compensated right now. You may not be at the top of the world right now. You might not be the most famous person right now. But when you hear the voice of God in your hearts, and you recognize to embrace that voice, that presence in your hearts, then you will find rest. And most importantly, you will find peace. That does not take away difficulties, that does not take away challenges, that does not take away struggle. But you will find for yourselves peace and rest. Because the Lord who brings us to the Father, reminds us of the Father, has promised to give us peace, security, and the love of the Father. Let us all stand. Jesus said,